One of the big things I think is the biggest reason people's businesses fail. And statistically, you'll see that most small businesses fail within the first 3 to 5 years due to capital issues.
Right. That's real. That is real out there.
So if you ran a monthly recap, the joy of being in the United States or in a jurisdiction that has taxes is they force you to do a financial recap when you file your taxes. If you live in a jurisdiction like the Bahamas where there's no income tax requirement, you should still be doing the same thing. You should be looking at your P&L, your profit and loss statement. How much did you spend every month? What were the months where you spent a lot? Where were the months that you spent a little?
Right.
You made a lot. You made a little. And if you look at your annual financials from 2022, you plan better for 23.
Gotcha.
You know how many times you look at your I'm an Apple person, and I look at those subscriptions and I'm like, why am I paying $4.99 for that?
I know, right?
But if you did a monthly financial overview, you would have noticed that you did buy that app for $4.99 and you never used it. Get rid of it. If you need it bad, go back and restore the purchase and resume from that period. So I think what every person should really be doing while things are a little quiet is looking into the past. Not mournfully into the past, but strategically into the past. And that's why big companies win. Because at the end of the year, they're forced due to a financial, because they have an annual meeting which happens in January or February where they're accountable to their shareholders say what happened.
I got one of those coming up. So
don't you think you're going to make smarter decisions when you have to be accountable to a board?
Oh, definitely.
So guess who your board is as you?
As a solo.
Yeah, you. And your accountant who might be helping you because maybe that's not your forte.
Right.
Maybe it's the people in your circle that you bounce things off that once you run the numbers.
Right.
You know how many people who do electronic banking don't even download their bank statements to see what they spent last month?
And once they do, I bet you take a look and tally those micro bank charges. You would squeal.